Good morning. How's everyone's? I got something in my eye. Holy crap. Hey, I think I have figured out my personal sourdough recipe. You want to make one with me? This will be number 4 with Galinda. All right, so I got some new things. So I'm going to turn you around and I'm going to show you what we got, okay? All right, this is Voldemort's new home. I literally fed him at 6 o'clock this morning when I got up to feed kittens. Put him in my oven with my light on, which is my proofing area. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. You can see he has absolutely more than doubled. Got the cappuccino. We're on our way. Have my water, have my flour, got my scale. All right, so we are going to do 125 grams of starter. We're going to do somewhere between 335 and 360 grams of water. I'll tell you why in just a minute. 500 grams of all-purpose unbleached flour, and then we're going to do 10 grams of salt. Hang on. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. He is banging. Banging, I say. What did I do with my... Oh. Mise en place. 125 grams. Oops. Let's try that out again. That was a little bit more. We'll be all right. It'll be all right. Technically, that's 130 grams. It's fine. It's fine. Don't panic. I'm going to start out with, I'm going to try that again. 335 seems to be my magic number. And I say it seems to be. Why do I say that? I think a lot of it has to do with your own temperature. You know, I was just going strictly on everybody else's recipe, doing the 350, 360, and mine was just coming out super wet. All right, so I'm going to tell you start at 335, kind of see where you're going, you know, and add if you need to. I'm going to do 340 because I put an extra 5 grams of starter in there. Warm water, okay? Not hot, warm. You're going to stir it up. We're going to do 500 grams of flour because I'm making 1 loaf. Took me a minute to figure out that the 1,000 grams was for 2. So we're going to do 1. All right. Tar it out. 500 grams of all-purpose flour. Work. 10 grams of kosher sea salt, or look at whatever sea salt you want to use, okay? Mix. This is lazy sourdough. I did kind of steal this technique from another creator. Hers seems to be the one that's working for me. So we're going to get this to a nice shaggy. We're only going to do 2 pulls and stretches. 1 bulk fermentation. We'll get to the bulk fermentation later because it's not what you think. Hang on. We are indeed shaggy. Now, y'all can do this whatever way you want. I like to use a bowl scraper. It kind of helps mix, and I like my bowl to be clean. Is it necessary? No. but it is for me. Right, so there's Shaggy. See how Shaggy? And then I will scrape my bowl down and mix a little bit more. Now, I am using my oven with my light on as my proofer because my house is just cold. It's cold all the time. It is 65 degrees in the winter, and it is 74 degrees in the summer, which is a little extra warm in the summer. But in the wintertime, it's cold in my house. It's just the way that it is. And the bread don't like cold. So, see? Yes. All right. And I do want Gigi to know, so I'm going to at you, Gigi. Girl, I got your flaky season. I've been using a lot of that. I did have to order this. I ordered mine off the Amazon. If you want the link, holler at me. I will let you know. I bought this bad boy on Amazon, which came with the bench cutter. It came with this. It's got an actual airtight lid. It has this baby for when you are proofing it. And what else did it come with? The scraper, I think. That's what all it came with. So if you want that, let me know. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get a wet towel. We're going to put the wet towel on top, and I'm going to put a plate on top of this, and we're going to pop it in the oven for an hour with the light on. That's going to be the first one. Our first stretch and folds. That's what it looks like. Going to wet my hand a little bit. There we go. It's nice and warm. I'm making this loaf for a friend of mine who had surgery on her hand. And I just feel like sourdough will bring her joy. So that's what we're going to do. Make it all the way around the bowl. Then we're going to do this. There we go. Off for another hour. It looks like this when it goes in the oven. We might end up doing a part 2. Probably we will. So what we're going to talk about is the bulk fermentation. I am definitely agreeing with the other creator. I can't remember her name. There is no such thing as bulk fermentation. You need to watch your dough. That's just all there is to it. You're going to overproof it. Period, period, period. So this is the last stretch and fold. When we do that, we're basically going to let it bulk ferment. For me, in my oven, that takes about 2 hours for it to double in size. Now, her big key was double in size from the time you started, not from your last stretch and fold, because then it's overproofed, right? So that takes about 2 hours in my oven with the light on, which is about 78 degrees in there, okay? Okay, so that's the deal. You need to watch your bread. If you want to do it out on the counter, do it out on the counter, but you need to watch it. It's going to take somewhere between 2 and 3 hours, depending on your environment that you're proofing it in. But my oven, we're real close to it's 2 hours, pretty much. But I look at it in an hour. And if it isn't where I want it, then I let it go for another hour. So, come on back for part 2 of the Perfect Sour Loaf with Galinda.